Now, ladies and gentlemen, the show you never knew you were waiting for. Brought to you live at one time from a basement located somewhere in the Midwest. Digital Barnyard presents The Digression.
And I woke up on that, I think it was a Greyhound bus at the time. I think I was supposed to get off in Oklahoma. I don't remember. I mean,
so you're in the South. Okay. Yeah.
It was the 80s.
What does it have to do with the South?
Because if I say it's the 80s, you have a really good idea of what my head was like. So
I think we have a pretty good idea what your head is like.
So if I say it was the 80s,
okay,
then you could say, oh, this was your fucked up stage.
Please continue.
So I must have fallen asleep on the bus, and the bus driver didn't do a good head count. And next thing you know, I'm in fucking Miami. All right. And I just want to get over to Daryl's house, right? Just so I could fucking stow my gear. I didn't really want to stay with Daryl because his name's Daryl. I mean, nothing good ever comes from hanging out with a guy named Daryl.
Damn.
Right?
All right.
So, but this time, Daryl had this chick over, and at first I thought it was his girlfriend, but it turned out to be his sister. She was a dealer, right?
What was she dealing?
Black tar heroin. It was crazy.
Oh, boy.
So I'd never done it. And she was pretty fine, and she was sending off some vibes. It was the 80s, people. It was like the 60s, but with lots more drugs, kind of. And music. The music was more pastel-y.
Okay.
And so we get all fucking tripped up, right? And we're just burning it at both ends. And then next thing you know, I'm fucking seeing shit, right?
Like what?
Well, it was like, it was this fucking guy, right? But there was lots of him, you know.
Okay.
That
like
rapper,
he's fat?
No, it was like Ice Cube, you know. But there were like clones of Ice Cubes everywhere doing like this, the Black Eyed Peas dance.
We're done. Okay, so here, first of all, this story is not true. Okay, he did not do black tar heroin. He's done many things, but not that.
No injectables.
The words were black tar heroin, ice cubes, or ice cube, as he used it in this case.
No, you said it was ice. There's lots of little ice cubes.
Okay, there you go. Oh, yeah, many of him, many
cube.
ice cubes. And as a bonus, he gets some extra credit if he used the word Miami. So he got it all. Congratulations. Storyteller.
That is
Smith of stories.
Pretty close to some events that may have or may not have happened in the 80s.
You have never tried heroin, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, same.
No, no needles. Never.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. But you have no problem, like, you know, chopping part of your thumb off and just being like...
Well, that was a necessity.
Well, maybe black tar heroin's a necessity for some people.
The addict. It's a necessity just to stave off the pain that comes from being an addict, addicted to heroin.
We just got real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, you know, you gotta work so you can make more money, so you can pay for your house, so you have somewhere to sleep while you're resting before you go back to work, so you can make money, and then pay for the house that you have to rest in before you go back to work to make the money. It just goes on. It's like those mirror lights. Remember the mirror lights? It was like a little box and it had like lights around the thing. It was the infinity mirror.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they still have those.
You'd be like, man, those things scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Mirrors.
Why would... Oh, no, mirrors in general? You're not that ugly, dude. Give yourself a fucking break.
I know I'm pretty. No, because when you'd put two mirrors together and you get that infinity thing, it freaked me out because it would just get duller and grayer, and it's like just the deeper you got into the reflection, the more color was just sucked out or just sapped out of to where it's like when you get way in the back, it's like something that's bright red here is just like a dark,
like a burnt umber,
way back there.
Yeah.
And it would just freak me out because it's like I always thought there was like something in there. Because you know what? If you think we were talking about the quantum thing earlier, right? So, you know, we always say that, well...
we were off camera and Mike.
Yes. There, you know, the quantum universe, you know, every decision spawns a new universe, blah, blah, blah. But...
Maybe.
Are we human in every universe? Is it just like this? Are we a different species?
We could be... was that you? What if you become a rock? And yeah, we were talking about that one time, too.
And
like,
how long do you live as a rock?
Yeah. I don't know.
I would think you'd live, you know, you would live for a few million years because you would live until the mantle goes back underneath.
Oh, and you become molten again.
Then you're molten again. Then I'm free.
Boy, that couldn't happen fast enough. We were talking earlier today, too, about, I mean, this is one of these things where...
We'll come back to the rock thing, though.
Okay, this is one of these things where you just don't spend too much time dwelling on, talking about, or thinking about, but it's good to go there every once in a while. Like, for instance, okay, so you go to bed every night, and you wake up. How do you know you're waking up as the same person in the same place? Because what if your consciousness transfers to another body and place and time, but you gain all the memories instantaneously,
so when you wake up,
right?
you've always been them.
So like, there's no way to prove.
There's no way to prove that.
Yeah.
That would be you'd have to get a crack in the shell for that one to actually have some semblance of meaning, and then you have to be able to explain it to someone.
Well, so it's the color paradox. It's a common one. The color paradox is, how do you know the red to you looks like red to me?
Exactly.
It could look like X to you and Y to me, but there's no way we can communicate to one another that it looks that way.
Who was it who was saying that, which scientist was it who has a theory that says that this is all a simulation?
Oh, that's common. That simulation theory.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the crazy part about that, though, because it is almost a certainty that humanity, when they get to a point where they can come up with simulation, they of course are going to do it.
Right.
Because we know we're finite here. What if you could put somebody in a simulation where their brain is accelerating time or whatever, and they're out for 20 hours real time, but in there it's a lifetime?
Exactly.
Of course we're going to do that.
Now, but if you take that and take that, would that be an exponential step?
I think you're right.
What if you create that simulation, and within that simulation, your sentience, your NPCs become sentient,
and they
start creating. Now they create a simulation. So at what point, what's real and what's not real?
How far down do you go? Yep.
Yeah, I had to put a book down that I was reading because it was doing that, and it just kept getting deeper and deeper. I'm like, this rabbit hole is just too deep.
It's one of those things you can't disprove it.
It's supposed to be a war-in, not just a continuation of tunnels branching off in different directions.
Just watch Rick and Morty. They had one where
I gotta watch. You need to sit me down. And
they're not all great, but they have some good concepts.
But some of the good ones.
I think I have whoops. The fuck, I'm pressing weird buttons. I think I explained this last time, but it was a battery that was powering his spaceship, and all of a sudden it just stopped working. He's like, what the fuck? So all right, he made a culture or a universe inside of the battery, and he gave them some simple things to give him unlimited power. Well, what had happened was
Homer?
No. This is
Morty,
from Rick and Morty. Rick, yeah.
Sorry.
And so he went into they shrunk down and went into the culture, and that culture had also done the same thing. So they made a battery that was a universal world. So they're like, what the fuck? All right. And they went into that one. And so basically they keep going into these batteries that are universes, small universes, and come to find out that one culture is just like, fuck this. We figured this out. We're not going to do this for you anymore. And then it went all the way up the line. So the whole episode was them trying to trick all of these cultures in multiple universes to give them free, cheap power. And then at the end, I think he just blew it up and threw it away.
All of that.
all
those lives.
It was a comedy and sad.
No. Yeah, given. But you think about it, like I was telling you about some of the Philip K. Dick stuff, where they talked about the Build a Planet Society or something like that. But that was just crazy that these guys created these actual universes, these spheres of universes where there's like that were just teeming with life, and then they just throw them on the floor at midnight and destroy them.
That was cool. They're like the super elite or gods of some sort.
No, they're just, again, we're getting back to the simulation.
Oh,
they were just simulations that they had built, but the simulations had AI and sentience, and it was like, it's crazy stuff. When you
isn't that kind of what it is anyway?
As value goes, though, just the way people do or do not value existence of any kind.
Well, think about it this way: why would a god value our existence at all? They could create many cultures like this, or many societies, or whatever. Why? So here's another hint that a lot of that shit is fake, is because who values us more than us? Or who values you? You know what I mean? Like there's personal value for the most part. Some people are depressed and they don't have that, but if
I think you might have a time where somebody values somebody more than they value themselves, but for the most part, you're your biggest cheerleader.
So why would a god give two flying fucks about this?
Well, but we could take it a step further, or maybe a step to the left. What if we're referring to some alien with a fucking chemistry kit or some other life form, why would people have to consider it a god? Because I hear this, well, people will just jab their fingers. See, I told you, intelligent design, proof that there's God. It's like, stop. I believe you. Intelligent design. That makes sense. There's a lot of shit on this fucking earth, including us, that scream of intelligent design. But just because something's intelligent design doesn't necessarily mean it has to be done by a god. Yeah, that's just not where you see. God, no lab coat. This is a scientist. This is beaker shit.
How come we breathe and eat through the same hole? If it was intelligent design, would we be like a whale or a dolphin, where you breathe out of one hole and eat out of the other? Because we can die from choking to death.
Yeah.
So there's for every spot where there's look at this intelligent design, there is just as many like that makes no fucking sense. That is stupid as fuck.
Like the recreation area right next to the waste facility.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on,
sure.
Come on. Let's work this out.
And the Kardashians. What the fuck? That's not intelligent design.
What are you famous for? Being famous.
Yeah.
I'm so famous. How famous are you? I'm so famous. I'm actually famous.
Nobody knows why. Yeah.
No, you know what? I think they. You know why they're. I do have a theory on that.
Uh-oh.
Marketing.
Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but why did they choose to film them anyway? Because they had an Olympian for a dad?
Well, stepdad.
Stepdad, yeah. So he's living there.
And the other one was OJ's lawyer. Daddy Kardashian. Ron Kardashian, I think.
Is that
Mr. Kardashian?
That's her biological dad? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And other than that, marketing. It is just pure genius marketing. Right. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is like right place, right time. But then, you get a Kanye on board.
Yeah, but he was not even in the picture when they were...
Right. But
they got famous.
They were getting bigger, but then Kanye jumped on board, and look how much bigger they're getting now.
Well,
what I'm saying?
sure,
So it's a collision of dynasties.
That guy, it's strange. Kanye, I really don't like his music. I don't like it. People call him a genius. I really don't like it. But I'll tell you what, I gained a lot of respect for the guy in a somewhat recent interview he had with somebody. Is interesting. I mean, he could be full of absolute bullshit, which I'm sure there's a lot of it there, but he is a very deep, big picture guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, watch some. He might surprise you.
I would, I
hope it's not fake.
It's like the first time, and no, I'm not comparing him, nor am I detracting from, but like the first time I saw, when I saw, what's his name? Russell Brand. When I saw him on Morning Joe, on that one show, because I'd always thought of him as just a comedian. Yeah, he had pockets of depth, and it's like dime store depth. Usually is what I thought. But then I saw him in Morning Joe, and I saw right when he walked in, I like your boots, and then he just.
He didn't want to stay in the shallow end of the pool that day.
There are boots. Yeah. Look, I'm wearing them. They're fine. They're boots. Next.
Yeah. Yeah, he surprised me too. That guy is.
But then in that show you saw you got a good glimpse of his stream of consciousness, and that's what blew me away.
Yep.
With him.
He's also very open about all of his problems. He realizes he's a womanizer, misogynist.
But he doesn't. He's open about him without bleeding.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like I'm this, and this. It's a daily struggle, and then he moves on.
Yep.
So, I mean, that obviously, Kanye also said that I don't believe in selling expensive things to kids and stuff that don't have any money. Yet he's selling a white fucking T-shirt
for
$100, and it's sold out all the time. So
I don't understand that.
If that money's going to a good place, I get it. But what the fuck?
It's probably just a really high quality Fruit of the Loom, and you can get 3 of those for $12, right?
Yeah, and I think he also. Did he?
These are long T-shirts too, though, right? They're a certain hug, a certain size.
Well, I don't know much about the T-shirt, but there's also. Did he help design the Yeezys? That was it Adidas?
I don't know.
There's a shoe called the Yeezy.
I know what you're talking about.
Fucking sold out.
And that's his nickname, right?
Yeah, I think he helped them design it, and it's a weird looking shoe, but the thing's like $300 some bucks, and it's selling out everywhere. Go.
How do you get Yeezy from Kanye or West?
I don't know.
Where does that nickname come in?
I have no idea.
Maybe when he was a kid.
Kanye, Yeezy, Ye.
His grandma calling him, Yeezy, Yeezy, where you at?
Didn't he name his kid?
I don't know.
Northwest. I'm dead serious. I think
when the kid gets old enough, that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a few ass whoopings in the way, and he might be giving some. He might be getting some. Hopefully, he's given more than he's getting in that scenario.
I think I've told this before on the podcast, but whatever. On Dave Chappelle's show, that's kind of where he started to really pick up some steam. Well, Dave Chappelle told the story the first time he met him. He goes, you can just kind of tell this guy was going to be something different. Like, he really stood out. They were watching some clips from Chappelle's show that had not aired yet. Okay? Mm-hmm. So Kanye gets to see some of these clips, and all of a sudden Kanye's phone rings. He picks it up. He's talking to this guy. He's like, yeah. Okay. No, I can't make it. I can't make it. And there's a little pause. Oh, because I'm hanging out with Dave Chappelle, and we're watching skits that haven't been on the TV yet. And then there's another pause. Because my life is dope, and I do dope shit. And then he hung up the phone on the guy. Like that's the kind of guy he is. Because my life is dope, and I do dope shit. Done.
I do. I think the way I approach Kanye probably in a similar fashion. It's the same. Same way I like. What was that name of that band we saw at Belly? Downside.
Daysiders? Rising Side.
Rising Side.
Yeah, the local band.
Not my kind of music.
Yeah.
Right. But I can appreciate how they put their shit together.
Yeah, they had
their sound
just in attitude alone, like they were very comfortable on stage. Yeah. They knew what they were doing, and they went and rocked it.
And their sound was really tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just like the, like I said, not my kind of music.
Yeah, same.
But I can appreciate it. Mm-hmm. You can appreciate it. Same thing with Kanye. I've tried listening to his music. It's not my gig, but as far as the man himself, I like the way he markets himself or tries to market himself. I mean, sometimes you fail at that. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? A little salt in the cookie. Gotta have some failure.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. Usually, I mean, another weird thing too is like he never smiles on camera.
He's got the money to not have to give a shit.
Well, sure. I mean, even before that, he was.
Well,
I mean, after his accident, did everything change after that?
Has he always been like this?
So you notice how his jaw, he got into an accident. I'm pretty sure it was him. They had wires fucking jaw shut. It was pretty bad. I think it was a car accident. And you can kind of tell, like, his jaw's a little bigger than normal, and
maybe,
yeah.
And like, I
wonder if that.
I also appreciate Jim Carrey, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I love Jim. I love everything he says, but I think some of the life gospel that he preaches to a degree, which I subscribe to, 100% to a degree. I like how he did that. Still, it's like 100% to a degre.
100%.
He can afford that lifestyle to a degree of just like. I mean, you say I live by the moment. He's by the quark,
but
or whatever. But,
see, now
I think sometimes that takes a little bit of a particular.
Of course, the money helps, but he's not sitting still.
No. I'm not saying
what I mean. He's doing. That's the big part.
But what I'm saying is how much I'd like to see an alternate universe where they don't have the money they do, and they have to move about and earn like we do.
Yep.
I'd like to see if they had the conviction to espouse the same dogma.
That's what I like about Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan's a very open and honest guy, and he gets a lot of like what life should be about. But when he brings a guest on and they start talking about that, and he always stops. Like, you got to understand though, we're not in the fucking rat cage. We're not in the maze of life where we got to wake up every day and go to work to make somebody else rich. Like, he gets it. He brings it up about how
that's cool.
Fucked that is, like that whole life. Because he did that for a while, and then he got a big break, and so he has the perspective.
Was Fear Factor his big break?
Yeah, massive. Well, he was on News Radio.
Remember he was on News Radio a little bit,
and the Fear Factor was by far his biggest break.
So News Radio, and then Fear Factor, and then UFC.
Yep, and then the UFC, and then his podcast has taken off. Now he comedy specials and stuff. I think he was always a comedian, but yeah, he was. I remember him telling he used to be a big gamer. He remembers his
roots.
Yeah, exactly. He remembers his roots. He's good at that. He was a big gamer. He loved Quake too, I think.
Yeah.
So he was making fuck you money, TV money, and he bought a house in Colorado, I think, up in the mountains, and he got a T1 line ran up there, which was like $1,000-some a month.
Yeah, I remember
in
that
order
when
to
this first came out.
get the best
1.5
connectivity.
megabit.
Yeah, which back then
That's a floppy disk.
That's pretty fucking fast.
No, I
back
know,
then.
but it's a floppy disk a second, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I
is those
remember
that-
T1 lines was going, oh fuck. That's like the same
Dude,
like
an analog T1
yeah.
would be people just flinging diskettes across the room. See, that's how fast that's your data.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
one every second. You just gotta fucking duck.
I just want some Google Fiber now.
Ooh,
1,000
I
up,
bet you want
1,000
some Google
down.
fiber.
Are you kidding me? 1,000 up, 1,000 down?
You want some fiber in your trench? Huh?
My dick moved.
Runs right outside your front house. Comes right in your door.
You can come all over my house. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah. Good old Google Fiber. I wish.
Hope Hicks. See ya. She's like quitting.
Nobody cares.
Well, I just think it's just interesting to some degree. You gotta stay in touch. I mean, I think if people just start saying, "Oh, I don't care," and backing off, well,
I
then
don't
next
care.
thing you know, they're doing whatever they
I'm
want.
backing off.
And next thing you know, it's mayhem.
Hey, would you
Dogs and cats living together.
would you say there's no hope for Hicks?
She's got that unibrow. Other than if she deal with that unibrow, she got some big ass eyebrows, man. Makes fucking Eugene Levy look like he shaved his face.
I have big ass eyebrows. Do you have a
No.
problem with my people?
No, hers are bigger.
I got I got 2 poisonous caterpillars. Okay.
No, she has bigger and darker ones.
No, I think I have the biggest eyebrows.
But no, she
Okay, so she resigned.
yeah,
Sorry.
she resigned. So
And now she's coming out saying something about white lies and
Well, yeah, she said
she fibbed.
she-
Who knew?
went before the big investigative committee and basically pled the fifth, or said she wasn't going to answer. I don't even think she pled the fifth. I think she just said something along the lines, "I'm not going to even answer that." It's like, well, you got to take the fifth. I'm not taking fifth or sixth, seventh. I don't care.
That's what she sounds like.
I plead the seventh.
With a name like Hope Hicks, I'm
What's
guessing
the
she's got
Seventh
some
Amendment?
kind of
What is the
southern
Seventh
drawl.
Amendment? Do you know?
Dude, I don't know the amendments.
No, neither do I.
Neither
but
does our
Just
government.
think if you get in there and start pleading the wrong amendment.
Plead the 12th.
Well, is it 13th? Which one abolished slavery?
I don't know.
I don't. I'm bad with that kind of history.
Yeah.
But I plead the 7th, whatever that is.
I hope it's something that's not even close to something you should be able to plead.
All right, let's see.
Oh, we're looking it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
What is the 7th Amendment? I'm going to fill the air right now
You
while
fill
he's
the air.
looking it up.
Official Dance Machine 45 liked our post.
Official Dance Machine.
45.
45. So the 45th Dance Machine, he happens to be official as the 45th Dance
There's
Machine.
44 dance machines before him.
Yeah. But none of them were as good as this one.
Are they like the Ice Cubes?
So while you're looking this up, okay, so I don't know, this reminded me of something I've been asking people lately is, what was your first username on the internet? So for me, it was like AOL chat, messaging, that kind of stuff, AOL Instant Messenger. What was your first username?
R-O-A-N.
R-O-A-N? What is that?
Rowan, that was just a character I created in some of my epic poetry I used to write.
Epic poetry you used to write.
Dude.
Why is it epic?
Because, it was all like stories of battles, and a lot of it was battles and shit.
Fucking stroking your own penis again.
No, I just like writing battle shit. And,
Did
like,
you put that in your
forlorn
tome?
Hearts. I'd send a few tomes.
Always tomes.
It's not a tome-free zone.
Tomes in your homes.
Tomes. United States.
Yours was better than mine. Mine was awful. It was ICE, I-C-E, NFL 24. You know how I came up with that name? ICE was my nickname in grade school. NFL because I love football, and 24 because that was Jeff Gordon's number in his fucking race car.
You know what? That's fucking cute.
That's awful. It was terrible. I was a terrible person.
Then
Then I changed it to some awful things as I got into heavy metal music. It was good.
You changed it to what?
Some awful things as I got into more heavy.
Slayer?
No, like like Slayer. No, like Pantera.
No, not
stuff
Slayer.
Like that, yeah.
Slayer. Who were the the Bumblebee ones? Strider.
Striper.
Striper.
Fucking Striper, man.
Thank
The
you.
Christian ones. Yeah. No, thank you.
All right. Let's see. Second Amendment.
Seventh Amendment.
The Fifth Amendment. That's what we're looking for. No person. Okay, so seventh.
You were saying you
It
were pleading
suits
the
a
seventh.
common law. Hey, stop that.
Stop fucking with your mic, man.
Where it suits in common law where the value and controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than the rules of the common law. I plead the seventh.
That's fucking terrible. We should just get rid of that one.
So if your
We don't need that one.
issue with the law is over $20, then you can plead the 7th.
Well, there you go.
If the judge says, I'm going to see this, I plead the 7th. Is that Kennedy? Does I sound like a Kennedy? I
plead
the 7th.
the 7th
Amendment. Boy, I was watching this comedian do Obama for an impression.
Yeah, what was that guy's name?
I don't know. He's not big enough yet.
Was he on a talk show?
He's on a few talk shows.
Yeah.
But he does pretty good.
Oh, that was a good story. I love how you gave us no information. I saw this comedian does a really good Obama. Yeah, you're fucking falling off the rails here. I want you to focus.
I just saw this. Amendment 9.
What's Amendment 9?
This is my favorite amendment.
Why is it your favorite?
The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Hey, Don. It's right there.
He can read that. Actually, can Don read?
Yeah.
Can we start calling him the Don?
No, he hires people to read for him.
Oh.
What does that say? My hands are too small.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So did you see, speaking of amendments, obviously with the shooting and stuff that happened, a lot of people are going after guns again.
Hey, we haven't
Dick's
talked
Sporting
about that.
Goods. I don't think we need to spend too much time
Well,
talking
no.
about
I don't
that.
want to. I don't want to dive into it.
I don't. I'm tired of it. But we can talk about it, sure. Dick's Sporting Goods no longer going to be selling assault rifles.
So, what about...
Interesting.
It is interesting. But, all this is going to do is cause them to create new nomenclature for weaponry.
Probably. But Dick's Sporting Goods, apparently, they basically came out and said, listen, we understand a lot of people are not going to want to use our shit anymore, and it could cost us, but we're done selling these. So,
don't get me wrong. I don't think everybody needs to be militially armed.
I don't think it's a moral move. Even if it is a move of morality, nobody will believe that it is. They think they're going to get a bunch of good PR now. And,
we know damn well why they're doing it.
But here's the deal. There's not, how many lefties are going to Dick's Sporting Goods in the first place?
I laughed when I first heard the name.
Dick's?
Sporting Goods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water Sporting Goods.
Yeah. What about Dick's Last Resort? What are they going to do?
I love that fucking place.
We got to go back there again.
We got to go back there. It's fun to take somebody from out of town who has no idea where they're at, where they're going, or what's happening. We took my brother-in-law and his 2 kids. They're good kids now. They were bratty little fuckers back then.
Well, were you their influence?
No.
You were not their influence?
No.
Okay.
I was their taunter, tormentor, their leader of fears.
So you had an influence on
Well, I
these
just
children.
don't put up with whiny kids. Like I said, they're good kids now. They're great kids. I mean, they actually turned out pretty good. But back then it was like, I just don't do that. I just pack it up, fucking go wait in the car. It's 20 below. Yeah, I know. Just take a coat.
How about those parents just let their fucking kids scream? I'm sorry, that's not fucking okay. Ignoring your kid? I'll go flick him in the fucking head. Shut up.
You're going somewhere else. But we took these guys to the the brother-in-law and his 2 kids. We get to the Dick's Sporting Goods. We're like, how many? It was like, I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there were 6 of us. And she just turns around from the podium and just screams into the restaurant, "Hey, I got 6 people out here. Do you got a table?" And you hear way in the back, "Yeah, send them back here." And these guys are like, "What the fuck?" And we walked in, and Brenda's like, "Well, it's a." She starts explaining. I'm like, "Shh,
Just let it happen."
just let it happen.
Yeah.
And this one lady, because Garrett was being kind of a little shit that day, and wasn't my favorite person that day because she was just like,
damn.
And this gorilla of mayhem, who was our waitress, server, she was just huge, and she's just like Andre the Giant's, little sister. If you think,
We get the picture. She's massive.
Like, and she's like, "So I hear you're crabby," she said to Garrett. And Garrett's like, he's looking at her. She goes, "I think I'm gonna make you coming back with me." No.
Really?
I'm like, "I love you. Here, have some money.
Here's $20.
$20.
Kill the kid.
Here's another 20. Do it again."
Wow.
So it was great. It was fun. So it's fun to take the stranger.
What did they write?
place.
What did they write on his hat?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Mommy's mistake or mailman kid or something?
Not mommy's favorite.
Ooh. All right. How old was the kid?
I don't remember. I think they were like 8 or 9.
Was
I'm giving
this
them a hard
back in
time.
the 80s?
They were going through some hard times, but I just don't. It's like, okay, you don't get to whine. You don't squeal. You're not a pig.
Stop whining.
Just stop whining. No, I just
People give you what you want.
Hey, what do they want? Rocks. We were talking about rocks.
Okay.
Being a rock. I wanted to get back to that.
Oh yeah, so being okay.
So being a rock.
Wow.
You would live like probably 200-300 million years as a rock.
That'd be awful.
Because that's about how long.
That's like a purgatory.
No.
Oh.
Stay away from that. But every 500,000 years, it's safe to say that the mantle just gets folded under, right? Anything that's here is there, and anything that was there is now here. Okay, so a new ecosystem, all that, blah, 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 blah. But to be a rock for all that time, and you could just sit there and contemplate life, contemplate things. You're not harangued by the everyday musings of a life gone by or some shit like that. You know, you don't have. There's no responsibility. You're like
hitting a mic.
You're just thinking. You're just contemplating. You're just.
It'd be weird. At first, it would be like you'd fight it at first, I would imagine, and then after a while, you just kind of realize like, okay, this is what it is. You'd get used to it. You would adapt, and then
everybody fights it at first.
Yeah, I wonder what it would. Yeah, I wonder what state of mind you would be in at that point.
That could be a cool philosophical short story about some guy who he goes through life. He joins these clubs. He's trying to find that one thing. You know, the one thing, the ultimate, the one thing, and
to gain clarity.
And as he gets closer and closer, and then he eventually he ends up as a rock. That's the end. And then just the story would end with him screaming.
I mean, if you couldn't communicate with other rocks, that would be hell. If you had a human brain, do you know what I mean? Like if you had human consciousness, that would not be. You would have a. That's isolation.
That'd be a different kind of consciousness, though. But yeah, you're going to live 300, 400, 500 million years old.
Okay, so if we're talking that much time and that much pressure,
it's going to take us a week.
Holy shit!
A week or two to get through, maybe a month.
No, it's going to take you a hell of a lot longer than that. Imagine a lifetime in solidarity.
But you're not considering the brain mechanisms that are going to kick in once all those senses are gone. Now it's just you in this.
But I'm telling you, it's longer than a lifetime. We know what that is. That's solitary confinement.
Well, I know that, but now your brain this becomes your nirvana, your world, so all you're doing is thinking, and it's your brain becomes a completely different thing. Our brain is how we perceive it right now because we have the five senses.
Yep, but it would take longer. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yep.
Yeah, because
so maybe it won't take as long then.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Because the brain's going to come in and say, "Hold on, just fucking relax. Hold on, just how's that? Hey, there's a brook here. Hold on. Oh, and it's fog. The sun's. Oh, suddenly this becomes your reality, and so now you could just
be weird.
I know.
Right? You would have a sense of touch, I would imagine. And maybe a sense of being, but other than that, you'd have a sense
of being. I don't think you'd have a sense of touch because you wouldn't have a central nervous system.
Yeah.
You would just be. So you would be that rock till no rock was left. And even if the box got, it's
a being without a purpose,
shredded because something fell on it and it got shattered, would you end up in all the pieces or would you end up just in one?
I don't know. It's really strange because you're basically lining up you're a being with no purpose, except to think.
Unless you're in that rock, you are that rock until either it moves back onto the surface or it gets destroyed by something falling on it and shatters, and then you're freed and you go on to the next life. Got some fucking religion and shit we're making here, man. I'm telling you, man.
No.
Yeah, you see that fucking world come apart, man? Shit, man. You blew my fucking mind.
Or when you die, your brain waves go to nothing, and you're in the same state you were in before you were born.
In the book I'm reading right now, it's funny you say that waves and states and shit, because the book I'm reading right now...
Are you reading it or listening to it?
Listening to it.
Oh, okay, great. That's a big difference.
Can't hear you. Your face is noisy.
Go.
They take these... There's an alien attack, and pretty much an ass whooping, just a one-way ass whooping, and they figure out that they can take humans, put them in the Spock, and wire them up to all this fucking gear, and then they can kind of listen in on the alien transmissions, right?
Sure.
But it kind of destroys the body for these people, while they're doing it. But then there are these aliens release this vine all through on the planet, and it grows at like almost like a foot per minute. Just it grows, and it releases these spores, right? And these spores grow on people, and it basically encapsulates people. It captures people in their brains and cuts off all ability to act, control the body. You can still see, you can still hear, you can still
Turns
feel.
you into a vegetable.
Well, yes and no, because
A vegetable
your body's
turns
still,
you into a vegetable.
your body's still animated, but you have no control over it. There are impulses and everything, but you're still conscious.
Oh, crazy.
So, imagine that. So
That would be hell.
that's when our main character gets turned into one of these things, and that's how they discover this, blah, blah, blah. Well, he can communicate with his girlfriend, who became one of these things that they wired up into the machines, right? And they communicate via theta waves because of what happened to him with transformation with his alien shit. It opened up a part of his mind to where now he can communicate on levels different than we do now, additional ones.
We're starting to get into this thetan shit.
No,
I know.
theta waves, not
yeah,
thetans.
thetans. Yeah.
No, thetan.
Yeah, like people in volcanoes and shit.
No, thetans. No, I don't have anybody here to channel God talk and stuff.
You're not going clear.
Not going clear.
You don't have enough money.
Oh God. No, have you ever seen any of the stuff with the channelers who say, I am Rick Ra from, the fifth dynasty, I'm just on the other side of the binary star that is CL 105 or whatever the fuck they.
I have not seen crazy people mumble
it's
bullshit
crazy because
before.
Geraldo used to have those fucking people on, and it was pretty entertaining.
People
It's
like to see a tragedy.
It's like, no, come on. I mean, you're a really pretty girl, but you're crazy.
I mean, look at David Koresh. That turned out okay.
Yeah.
Thought he was Jesus, right?
Well, he wanted to be Jesus. Actually, we don't know. We really don't know anything about him aside
True.
from what the Winters told us.
Yeah, there was some weird shit going on there. How they just kind of busted in, shot people up, and
No, they didn't really get in.
oh, sorry, it burned, didn't it?
It burned,
yeah,
yeah.
they burned.
They
it. That's
fired tear
right.
gas in and shit, and then tear gas ignited some stuff, and then they said that, they said all kinds of stuff that is entirely possible, could have happened.
But I mean, he died, so that answers that question, right?
Yes, he died.
Yeah.
He died a lot. So did everybody else.
Well, I mean, he's not Jesus, huh?
Well, Jesus died.
Yeah, but he came back again.
Well, Koresh was pissed. I'm
Who-
not going back.
I wonder where.
Because Jesus would say, because Jesus hasn't been back since. What's Kennison say? Oh, yeah, I'm going back. So I was like, stop using my hand for a fucking whistle,
Yep.
Hello, Jesus. Remember this sound? Oh, you fucker.
Fucking
Oh, not the other
Kennison.
one?
Nah, I can't get into that guy.
I think
Too much screaming.
I think I liked him. When I first discovered him, just because he was so honest. He said what we all thought. It's like, especially like, with the Ethiopian crisis at the time. You had all these people who were, Ethiopians who were dying in the desert, and he said, take a fucking U-Haul, all right? You make one trip. He goes, you see this? Sand. You know what it grows in? Or what grows in it? Nothing. You know why? Because it's fucking sand. Nothing grows in sand. Get in the truck. We're taking one trip. And the thing is, we're all thinking this at the same time. It's like there's no food.
It's
like,
that
well,
easy, right?
It's easier than what they do. Not they, but I'm talking about the helping powers that come in. It's like, we're going to bring food here where it's going to be taken by the gangs, and then they're going to dole it out. So it's, I don't know. I'd rather just, you know what? Instead of doing this, let's just take everybody. Let's go where the food is.
Yep.
Because there's not going to be any food here. There's not going to be water here. There's not going to be. I mean, in places like that, let's just pick them up. Let's take them somewhere better. I'm not saying dump them in a refugee camp. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Nor do I have all the answers on what constitutes better. But I'm just saying, I think we as a race could do better than to glad hand and oh shit, I am going off on a rant, aren't I?
Got it.
Wow.
Keep going. You're almost there.
No, I'm good.
You're almost at the point where we should just kill everybody.
God, some days you get that way, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like, fuck y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not meant to live. See ya. Yeah.
See that? That's red. And see that? That's blue. Okay? Got it? That's red. That's blue. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Blah, blah, blah happened. Well, what are you doing? Well, which one's red? Fucking told you.
We just need a good purging. That's all I'm
This
trying to
is
say.
blue.
And I'm not saying let's start with Ethiopia. I'm saying we should start right here in the United States of America. There's a lot of purging could be done.
Should we purge by lottery?
No, not at all. It should be people who deserve to be purged should be purged.
Oh, and that's a thick line you're drawing there.
Yeah, like people who are in prison for life. We should probably start with them.
No. I'm going to say no on that because some of those people who are in prison for life might not deserve to be there.
Okay.
Not all. Some.
Yeah. So you take it case by case basis. You raped a child, die.
Bang. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, you decided to rape women, die. You decided to so rape. Let's just go rape. Okay,
rape in general.
Rape in general.
Not statutory rape. We're going to talk about that.
Home invasion, and you killed a family of 2 to steal their jewelry, die.
Any act that selfishly includes violence to attain petty needs or petty stuff. Yeah, right there.
Nickelback, die. Okay, I'm done.
Sorry, guys.
No.
I mean, I love that song,
sorry.
Rockstar.
Yeah.
It's a great song. Yeah. That's it, though. Photograph, right out.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
That's not how it goes.
Every time I do it likes me. It's
I'm kidding. Obviously, I don't want to kill most people.
No, I really don't want anyone to die. I just like people to pull their head out of their ass.
Yes.
Because it's beneficial. You don't stink so much. You don't smell yourself so much. And you can see the light of day. Free your mind. And your ass will follow.
There you go. Wow.
I live by that.
Oh, really?
No, that is one of my mantras I live by.
Yeah.
I learned about that in Hamburger Hill. And that just resonated with me when I first heard that. Free your mind, your ass will follow.
Yep.
It's like, remember when I first heard it, I'm like, that's dumb. But then I listened to it, it's like, oh, I get it. So that's when I tried to start freeing my mind.
Yeah, and all the 80s. Yeah.
No,
figure. Back in those days, we were taking the funny drugs and the sugar cubes. And
I never had a sugar cube. I always wanted to, never would have.
Why? Isn't it the
have no
same
idea
thing?
how much is in this fucking sugar
Oh,
cube.
gotcha. Okay.
Is that one drop or is it like squirt? It's like,
yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, too much. What do you see? Everything.
Everything and nothing all at once, right?
What do you mean everything? It's all here.
Yeah.
I've seen people like that.
Yeah.
I've told you the story of Jerry who ate all the acid when he shouldn't have.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stories of people. I have friends of mine who took way too much and were in a place they didn't want to be, and it's not a good
in a
mix.
place they didn't want to be, or
no,
in
an actual place, like at a concert, just going, fuck, I need to get out of this.
It is crazy how like acid or mushrooms, you could be having a good time, but then all of a sudden you get to a place, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad place, but you get to a place where you just don't want to be in this place.
Yep, need to change something up.
Yeah, and it's just you getting that I got to get out of here phase. That it's almost like your fight or flight kicks in.
Yep,
a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Sorry.
That's too much. You've taken too much.
Yep.
And that's where I learned to take a lot less than I did the first time I took it.
Mm-hmm.
How much taken? All of it? How much is it? A whole bunch.
Yeah. Yep.
What did it end up being? Too much.
Yeah, I took too many of the things.
You're not supposed to be here.
Yeah. You took too much. Back away. This is your final warning.
Dude, we warned you.
Mm-hmm.
What? What do you mean you warned me?
Mm-hmm. Welcome back. Not a good time now.
Fucking is, man.
Yes. You took too much. You burned part of your brain out.
Oh, God,
and now your random access memory
is at least I
heavily random and not so much access anymore. At least
I did not end up partying with my friend Scott Jameson. Because he went and changed into the Speedo, remember? That's the whole reason I left his fucking house. No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Change into a Speedo in a bathroom. You're like, because you had taken whatever drug you were on.
You'd already taken it.
Fuck, I gotta go. I'm out of this.
I'm out of here.
I'm done with this.
Dude, how are you going to get home? I'm hitchhiking. Dude.
I'll find a way back. It's all right.
You're wearing a fucking Speedo, Scott.
Yeah.
What? Slam.
Yeah. I
often
not
wonder.
Never.
I mean, I don't think Scott would have tried anything. I mean, he was quite the ladies' man. But you never know. I don't want to be in a fucking altered state where suddenly, up is down, left is right. No.
Dicks or badges. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, just no. You're right. It does taste like strawberry cream. No.
Oh, my God. That is so bad. Oh, Jesus.
I can't do this.
How's the book coming along, good sir?
The book itself is done. A couple minor tweaks here and there, but it's done.
I've been hearing some audio stuff.
Audio stuff, yep. That's what I'm doing right now is not mastering, but finishing up the audio, Foley work and sound effects and stuff. That's been a learning curve.
Just so everybody knows, the book is coming out March 5th. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I wanted to get you centered on the camera, just going, what the fuck? No.
God.
March 5th of 2019 in theaters near you.
No, actually, I'm hoping to have it done by the end of March.
Nice.
Because at this point, I mean, because stuff I'm doing in the transcripts right now with some of the Foley and sound effects, that's actually going to be pretty straightforward once I get, because I've got pretty much, I mean, all B does is drink, you know.
Wow, you're really selling your book. All he does is drink. I mean,
well, in transcripts, for
yeah.
sound effects. That's what I'm talking about. Don't be like that, Billy Joe.
Goddamn. Chill out.
But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Like I said, I've been learning a lot about sound, though. I've obviously got a lot more to learn, and I want to learn a lot more.
I think, and if anybody tells you they know everything there is to know about sound, they're lying. Because it drives me nuts. There's no mechanical formula you can follow for the most part.
Oh, it's so dynamic. In fact, it's so dynamic that they have the word dynamic in music.
That's absolutely yeah. And it's not only that, but like typing into a forum or in a book to describe what a sound sounds like, to me, is just a waste of words. Unless
you get a certain artistic creativity to it, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
A little eloquence to it. Yeah,
it requires the reader to have some ear knowledge. Like if you want a good, if you have an EQ, if you have an EQ or even a graphical EQ, and you want to know what that does, open it up, put a mic in the middle of the room, and just listen to the white noise in your room, or even your voice. Talk, record your voice, and then EQ it. Lift each. What is this? I don't know how many band EQ. A lot of bands.
Yeah.
On this EQ we're using
it's
here.
Like WeFest.
And we can move one up at a time. You can start to hear like how much it really affects each part, like room noise and clarity and boom.
And basically, a low pass or a high pass
filter.
Aren't those basically just simplified EQs to a degree? To where one works solely with the high end, one works solely with the low end, and all you're doing is just, I mean, it's as a whole, but to a degree, it's a simplified EQ just for high. Yeah.
Yeah, it cuts out lows or highs, right?
It removes,
rolls them off.
It rolls them off.
Yeah, because right now on our EQ, since my voice is more bassier, I had to roll my
your low end down. Right.
Yep, so I had to put a filter on it. What is it? I don't know. It's a certain amount of hertz. It rolls off. And where yours, we left it on to give you some more bass in your voice.
Because I need a little low end, maybe a little top end. I think we took a little top end off me, didn't we?
I don't know.
I thought we did.
It's a difference of mic and voice.
I like this mic.
Fucking weird. It drives me nuts because there's no perfect
your mic
formula.
Sounds good. Your mic's good for your voice.
Yeah, I like the Shure. What is this?
I like sound though. Sound
90.
is cool.
It is.
Just trying to understand it. Trying to understand
phase.
Like one of the things I was trying was, because I read online, was to take the EQ, take the high end all the way down to 300 K hertz. All the way down.
300K. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
300K, and then bring in like the room designer in Logic, and then break out the church.
300K. Jesus Christ! I don't think we can hear that high, can we?
No, you're going down.
Yeah, but 300K is like way off the spectrum. That's so high. I don't think you can hear that.
Well, no. On the.
Yeah, I don't think you can hear that.
No. But in the multi-channel EQ in Logic, 300 is right down towards the middle.
300K?
I'll have to show you. Yeah.
Crazy. All right. I must not be understanding because I'm looking at our EQ and ours goes up to 16K.
Right, but we have more channels. This only has 7 channels.
16K. That's 16K.
16. Just thousands.
I don't think anybody can hear 300K.
I'll have to show you. Then you'll understand when I show you.
Okay, crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm just saying I'll show you what I'm looking at.
All right, cool.
But and then when I took the and then did some tweaking with the church reverb, because you heard what I brought in on Monday. It was like it just sounded a little barrely, like you're in a little plastic barrel.
Your goal here was to have
Sam sound
off mic a little bit.
Off mic,
like the mic's in front of. Which
B has a lapel mic, or Ambrose has a lapel mic on.
And what does she have? Because she would want to.
No, she's over at the desk. He's just talking, so she's just monitoring levels and shit, making sure everything's doing what it's supposed to. But she, every once in a while, she might fire something in, so it needs to sound off mic and like about 6-8 feet away.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, it was too off before.
Yeah,
you couldn't
but now,
understand.
once I did the just turned those off and used the
Low pass.
low pass.
Yeah.
Not low pan, because that's Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, was Low Pan the guy with the electricity?
No, Low pan was the big guy, the boss guy.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one who wanted to be whole again and just ended up fucking it all up. Yeah, I really didn't like the way those badass guys died. I thought they died in a real little bitch fashion. It bothered me.
But thank God that movie was made, because then Mortal Kombat became a thing.
I know, but
You know.
I know.
He was very Minnesotan.
but just Lightning Dude, he was a badass. He was just a fucking badass, right? And then he died, and then when bigger guy sees him die, he just blows up into food.
What a way to go. He fed thousands.
I know. I just didn't understand that. It didn't. I mean, to this day, it's right up there with the some of us are fishes and some of us are worms. It's a conundrum. You know.
Yeah.
Under the conundrum.
The men who do not wear hats.
Yes.
Men without hats. Nice. Did we tell the audience that we're going to see David motherfucking Byrne?
David motherfucking Byrne. I think I'm gonna wear my T-shirt. My David Byrne for president.
You have to totally wear that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's representing right there.
Yeah.
Not that he'll be able to see from where we're sitting, but
in his most ambitious
I owe you $50
tour.
Yet.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I'll get you that for your birthday. No, his birthday's coming up, and I'm trying to help him with his book stuff, but it's very difficult to do. How old are you going to be on March of the 6th?
57.
On March of the 6th?
Yes.
57, dude, huh?
I don't know why, but I've been. This
cool.
one's been weird.
Your birthday?
This birthday's been weird for me.
Like kind of in a bad way? Like you feel kind of...
No. No, it's just kind of a... You know that dread you get every once in a while? You know the dread dreams you get?
Sure.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like
Time's
sometimes
a-ticking.
every once in a while it just feels like time is speeding up. You know? And then so it's like, okay, I'm going to do this in a minute, and then I'm going to blah, blah. Next thing you know, it's like, wait. We're time. A minute ago it was 3:30. You know, it's midnight now. It's like, fuck, just stop.
Yeah.
I literally had a moment where I'm just like, fucking stop.
Can I just be 57 for 5 years before moving to 8?
Give me a break, please.
Sure. Yeah.
You know? But it was just a moment, but it just seems like time is speeding up. Things are going faster and faster, you know. And I think that's just something that comes with age, you know. But that's the part I don't like. It's like, I'm fucking trying to get things done. Hello, I'm working here.
Yep.
You know.
Even if you had infinite time, you wouldn't have enough time. You know what I mean? Like I don't think.
Do you know you have infinite time?
No, I don't know.
No. What I'm saying is.
Yes.
So if
then I think you become a little lazy, right? I think the time crunch.
Kidding?
I think the time crunch is what makes you fucking like burn like a motherfucker too.
If I had infinite time, I'd burn so fucking hot all the time. Just go.
Yeah.
Look, I made this. Look, I made that. Look, I made this. Look, I made that. Who are you saying this to? Me. Look, I made this. Look, I made that.
The storm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But no, that'd be great. I mean, just, you know, it would be cool. Here's what I'd love to have. Imagine having a room off your life that you could step in at any given time. And when you do, life as you know it outside that door stops. And you can come in here and you can do whatever you want to do, whatever your stuff. Whoop, step back in.
I would spend a lot of time in there.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be cool? Because now you're doing it and no one's suffering because you're not there.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You know, and now you're being ever the good person, a good husband, good worker, because you're giving nothing but your time to your job. Because you're able, your job or your husband or your wife, or your husband, whatever it is, but because you could step out once in a while, they're like, he's so selfless. It's just so selfless. Yeah, but you see that project room he has? He invented time. It's a new kind of time.
Would you say one of your regrets? I mean, you obviously you don't regret much, but one of them would be that you didn't burn as hard as.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like not like burning the fucking weed, but I'm talking like.
I wish I would have put the energy I put into getting high and getting laid, getting fucked up, you know, into creative endeavors. But you know, I didn't.
Maybe you needed that time.
It's not a regret, but it's relative.
Sure. Yeah. I wouldn't call them regrets either. I just wish I would have done some things differently, but whatever.
I would have had more, but I would have also been
in a different spot.
I'd be in a different spot, but I'd have more. But what would I necessarily have more of? And would that be what I really want? Is that more of the more I needed, let alone wanted?
I mean, what if I put it to you this way? You would still end up where you are now with the people you know and love now. But even if you would have burned a little heavier on productivity,
honestly,
productive things.
I'm so against like going back.
Yeah.
That it's hard for me to put myself in that box. If I could come back, well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Sure, that makes perfect sense. But
it'd be nice to create more and do more and that kind of thing. Right?
Yeah, it'd be nice to have, because this sounds goofy, man, but like, I wrote the book, and when I look at the file, oh, there's my book. That's my Scrivener file. I wrote that book. Well, that's one thing. But when you get a book in the mail and you're
holding your
tactile
product
and you're holding it, it's like, wow, I wrote every one of these words.
Everything in this
I did
came from my head.
It's not like, a template that you picked up from somewhere for like some stuff we do at work, forms or something like that. I need a template for that. And then you get that template and you do all that. But here, there's no template. It's all just right from my ass.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what that feels like. It's got to be strange.
I hope you do know what that feels like someday.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That kind of...
To create a world and...
No, just not even in that. I mean, the feeling that elicits, you can get that feeling from doing anything. From whatever it is for you or you that generate that feeling. I just hope you attain that success in your body.
I think it has to be something that is a long-term, longer than a month I'd say longer than 3 or 4 months. In order for me to get the feeling it probably you're going to get when you make this book, or you've done it already, I think it has to be a long-term investment. It has to be a sacrifice. It has to be a disciplinary thing.
Do you think it's disciplinary with me, or is it more of an obsession?
Well, I'm sure it's an obsession, but I mean, you're chomping at the bit to create music. In a way, you and I are similar, and we're samplers.
Right.
I've been a sampler my entire life.
Yeah, life's a buffet.
Yeah. I want to try everything. I want to dive into it, and then if it sticks, like drumming did for a while for me, then I'll stick with it. But if it doesn't, then I move on to the next thing.
I saw you drum once, didn't I? With when you were playing with O'Kern?
I don't think so. We played that live show at Pickle Park in front of GB Layton.
I didn't see that.
No, it was fun to learn all those songs, but
people talk about GB Layton. I sometimes feel like what's that thing where some people are trying to prove the theory that things have changed, or things are changed throughout as time goes. Like something, you remember something a certain way, but now when you look at that thing, it's not that way, but you remember it specifically being like
rose-colored glasses, or is it kind of the same thing?
It might be like, let's say the Starbucks logo. We know the Starbucks logo is a lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's say that we remember that, but when we look at the logo now, it's something else. But you remember in your head, no, that should be a lady. It's not like a boat.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
yep, I know what you mean. It's not like a positive or negative thing. It's just you just remember it incorrectly.
It's different, yeah. And there's some theory. The theories abound out there that that things are changing, or maybe we're passing through some quantum paradigms of some kind.
Same with deja vu, right?
Same with deja vu.
Deja vu,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's always like whenever I hear someone say, "Oh God, I sense a deja vu," I'm always like, "Get it right this time."
Yeah, exactly.
Don't fuck it up.
It's crazy how sometimes that comes on like a fucking raging bull. Like you're like, I swear to fucking God, I know what's gonna fucking happen.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I know what's gonna fucking happen here. Like this is fucking nuts. And sometimes, I mean, it's fuzzy, but I'm kind of right sometimes. Like now he's gonna talk about this, and it's like I swear to God, we've had this whole fucking conversation before. You get the feeling, but you don't know the specifics.
Right.
And it's just
the essence.
It's strange. Like I had that again, like many days ago. We were in a conference room at work, and it's the one that has the open windows. So you can see people walking in and out of the front of the building. And as we're talking, I'm like, holy fucking shit! Like this is. I've been here before. Someone's gonna walk, and there they were. Like, what the fuck, man? What is going on here?
I experienced that more with movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You had a story about that.
Yeah, what movie
You knew it was going to happen.
was that?
Who was in it? You'll remember all the goddamn names.
Not Roddy McDowell, but Malcolm McDowell is in it. That's how I'm going to get there.
Okay.
And it was where there was a big, like, infection in London, and London's, like, walled off, and they send this chick out. I think it was the chick from Underworld. I'm just not sure.
It's not 28 Days Later or anything like that?
No, not like that. Oh, Maycom. I'm going to go with Maycom.
Maycom?
Muck.
Oh, I thought it was the name of the movie. I'm like, that's a dumb name. Maycom? What the
Malcolm
fuck?
McBowell. No.
McBowels. That's what you get when you go to fucking McDonald's. You get the McBowels.
McBowels.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the McRib.
Actor. I'm almost there.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so this would have been...
Is this 90s, 80s, or early 2000s?
This would have been aughts.
The aughts. And we're almost to the 20s again?
Huh?
We're almost to the 20s. Yeah.
It's fucking scary. I'm telling you, shit's moving too fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope, not Unleashed.
A lot of time has passed in a short period of time, if that makes any sense.
Jesus. Everything is like...
He's
done a lot of shit,
I don't think the movie's called Jesus.
It could have been. No,
Jesus of
97.
Nazareth. Barabbas.
Star Trek Generations.
He was in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course he was. Yeah.
Outer
He's
Limits.
a bad guy.
I'm so close. God, I'm so fucking... I can just feel it. Not Island of the Dead. Not.
Would it be crazy if this movie never happened?
Well, Brenda can verify that it happened because she was there.
What if she has no idea what you're talking about?
And I was telling her, okay, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen.
You knew exactly, yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, well, anyway, she's as she's going through, I'm like, she's going to meet these people. Oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. There's a girl. Oh, she's going to cut her fucking head off. Yep, she cut her fucking head off. Okay, man, now she's going to escape, and she's going to go down this valley, and it's going to be this fucking like,
maybe you were
King
fucked
Arthur
up and you watched
shit.
it.
No, it had just come out. I'd never seen it.
Oh, okay.
And I
maybe it was a retelling of the story.
There's going to be this No, this was same actors.
Oh, weird.
But it really kind of freaked me out to a degree. But I'm not seeing... He's got so many goddamn movies here.
What a motherfucker. How dare he do?
What? You dick. You did all these movies. He's got like a million fucking movies. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
So, I'm just last page I'm going to look at.
But you've had those moments, obviously. It's crazy when that happens.
Ooh, The Curse of King Tut's Tomb.
It's just, even if it's not in a specific thing, just the feeling you get.
I'll find the movie.
Grab your mic. It's going... Woo, 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 woo. Thank you. All right. It's...
I'll find the movie, goddamn.
Okay. Well, we believe you.
I will do that. I will kill him.
I moved. I'm done.
You're in a new house.
Yeah. Sorry we weren't here last week.
It was
he had some shit going on. I had some shit going on.
My daughter was in town.
Yeah.
My daughter was in town, and we had a good visit. All was well.
With the world?
With the world.
Not with the world, but with that.
It was so well. She was twerking in my basement.
What?
Yeah.
Story, please? What are you talking about?
Found a video.
Oh, she posts a lot of videos online.
She posts online, just twerking. And
did you talk to her about it?
No.
Like, oh, you're twerking?
No. I just...
Jamie, if you're here, we know where you're twerking.
It's like, that happened. What happened? That did. That did happen. Yeah. So, just from now on, my basement, for the record, is a twerk-free zone.
Twerk-free zone. Okay.
Twerk-free zone, yeah. Just twerking right out.
Okay.
So, but, yeah, that happened.
All right.
Then you were moving.
There was no twerking involved with that. There was tweaking. For my back.
Oh, yeah.
My sides. No, it was just, it was a humbling experience of, dear fucking God. I was stiff. I was sore. If I sat in a chair for too long, like 30 minutes, and get up, walk around, like, oh, fuck.
Oh,
God
dude.
damn.
You never do that during moving.
No.
Shit.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really we'd stop to eat. Or
No, I know that, but I mean the half-hour thing.
You gotta keep walking
that
around.
You got to keep that under 20 minutes. Yeah, you got to get water because you got to get the fluid to the muscles and shit. And
but luckily, one of my roommates, I mean, he fucking came through huge. He Duff came through huge. He
shout out to Duff.
Shout out to Duff. You know, he has for the most part winters off, so he doesn't have to work during the winter. But man, even for a guy who didn't work during the winter, he got a fuck ton of shit done. Like all of our weights and shit.
Really?
All of it.
Shit
He
set
did
up
it
at the house.
solo. No, he moved it from
solo. He's a cam boy.
I don't know if I don't think Duff. You cam boy?
Duff, are you a cam boy?
Duff,
Come
are
on,
you a
what's
cam
your channel,
boy?
baby? What's your channel?
Yeah, Duff's probably a cam boy. That's probably what he does in the winter.
Cam boy.
So he took some time off from cam boying, and yeah, he did a lot.
He helped you guys move.
Shit. Yeah.
You know, so was he able to lift things better with his right hand than his left?
Yeah, we noticed that he had real good grip with the right hand and a weak left hand, left wrist.
He broke
left
3 tables grabbing it.
It made no sense, and now we understand why.
Yeah, makes perfect
sense. I mean, you got to
sense.
shake weight your dick sometimes, or you just kind of like that. You
yeah.
got to double hand it, or you just kind of do the ketchup bottle.
The ketchup bottle. A ketchup bottle is a very important move.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good for you.
Well,
it's
it gives
healthy.
you resilience, rigidity.
Yeah.
And longevity.
You got to beat your dick like it owes you money.
Yes,
Yeah.
like. Never mind. Almost.
Stole that from Chappelle.
Went down.
He almost went down
A
to
rabbit hole.
a bad spot. Yeah,
Bad
so
place.
we're moved. It's done. We did things. Now it's just kind of slowly piecing things together.
You
and-
judge people now.
Yes, I no longer live in an unfinished basement behind a green screen. I actually have a room and a bathroom attached to it.
Green screen is my idea.
It was a good idea. It separated. It actually formed a quasi room.
Remember that? We're tearing down. I'm like, dude, leave this up.
Yeah.
Just put it over here. Look at this.
That's a good idea.
You're like, huh?
Yeah. Because this big old room kind of sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, because anyone comes down, I'm going to come down and work out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like your ass is sticking up out of the bed from sleep.
Yeah.
You know, just whatever. Not like because you're gay. Not that there's anything wrong with gay.
Wow, you're getting you don't like you don't like the gay community?
I'm here in a bad place.
See, now you're making fun of the gay community, and that's not okay.
No,
for
that's
the
just
internet.
one of the voices in my head. He's gay.
Oh, nice.
I got gay voice in my head.
That's great.
Gay voice sometimes will take the voice of my self-loathing. Like my self-loathing will be that voice.
Yeah,
It's like
that's funny.
I don't want to write today. Oh, it's fine. Just kick it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, I'm just not feeling it. No, really, just maybe we could watch some YouTube. Oh, is there anything on TV? Maybe just fuck off. Why don't we get high too? Maybe we can get high, fucking jerk off, watch fucking music videos, and just ruin the whole fucking day. Maybe we could just sit here and just
That style
not
of voice.
Right.
That style of voice is perfect for fucking self-loathing. Like it
know.
has that I don't know what it is. It's just a perfect match for somebody who's like, oh, just go ahead and do that.
I know.
Holy shit! All right,
And I'm like,
fucking
all right,
goddamn,
all right,
I feel
I'm gonna
motivated now.
No,
yeah.
no, don't let me stop you. Really, just sit your fat ass down. Come on.
Sure, just have another French fry. Just
Here,
go
here.
for it.
Let's go make a grilled
Whoa.
cheese, you fat fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Damn, man, I'll
Jesus.
pour the ice cream out. Son of a bitch. I would listen to that more than like a Russian voice or like an Indian guy or a Southern guy.
I do get Russian voice.
I don't think you should eat more of their ice cream. Like I'm not gonna fuck off. I'm not gonna listen to that.
I ain't saying you're fat.
But
I ain't saying you're not.
You got a little muffin top up there. I like me some muffins with lard and butter, just like Grandma used to make them. That ain't gonna work.
No, I get Southern guy in my voice. So
Southern guy.
Yeah, that is not a bad idea, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I don't like that though.
It looks
I'm
like
not gonna listen to that. He's a pussy.
No. He's telling that's that because you always have that idea when you're about to do something that you could get hurt or there could be something dumb.
Oh,
and there's that little thing in the back that you don't always listen to.
He's your safety. He's your governor.
It sounds fun. All right.
Oh, trust me.
Different light of day. I probably do the same.
A few Budweisers. Oh man.
But
yeah.
I just maybe just dial it down a little bit.
Yeah, just dial it down a little bit. Sure.
Yeah,
See,
just
and then
listen to
self-loathing
the
comes in.
hick.
That's great.
Listen to the hick.
That's
and
a
then
good.
I get you two. Everybody, shut up.
Not impressed.
Nothing. I want something else.
Yeah.
What do you want? I'm unfulfilled.
And then like you're
No, seriously. That is unfulfilled guy.
Mm-hmm.
I am unfulfilled. Well, what do you need? I do not know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's an indecisive, unfulfilled guy. And then
No conviction.
And then what about your love voice? Like just like British, right? It would probably be British or Australian. Hello. No, dude, that's like people in your basement in fucking boxes.
No.
Your love voice
nobody,
is hello, love.
Hello, love.
And that's not going to do it. No.
I can't help it if my love voice is creepy.
It's got a bit of British guy.
I'll say,
Tell your lover. Tell your
my
lover.
lap.
She'll like that. Tell your lover.
I'll whisper a story in your ear, love.
That's fucked up, dude. That's your rape voice. I'm sorry. That's not okay. Rape's not okay, John.
No, it's not the rape voice.
Really? So that's a
The rape voice is very straightforward. Sounds like he comes from Berkeley.
Rapey.
You know, he wears sensible jeans.
What about like? I think my
You shouldn't cry.
I wonder what the Minnesota voice there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there. You know, you gotta go down. That's like my give directions voice.
You know, like the other day, you know,
I
I
have
went
horrible
down
sense
to
of direction.
I went up to the food mart, you know, and the co-op, and I stopped over at
Is that out there in Holyoke?
yeah, over by there, just over by Odessa.
Oh,
So then I go over to
Oh.
TSC, and nowhere did I go could I find a birthday card for you.
Son of a bitch.
It's complete bullshit.
What are you getting me a birthday card for?
No,
or,
I
I'm
just-
sorry, birthday card for.
No, I just better check the co-op, the food mart, on TSC.
Did you talk to Oli? Oli knows all
I
the
just
cards.
can't find no goddamn cards without going to that fucking Carmart or Palmart or whatever they call it.
Oh sure.
I can't say I don't do I can't sustain it.
Yeah, mine kind of slips. I make a conscious effort to try to pay attention when I'm using the common.
I got an angry voice in my head.
Ooh.
Or like payback voice. And it's, you know, what are they, Holmes? We should go fuck his shit up.
Nice. You got the Latino?
Yeah.
That's good.
He's like, no, I don't think, no, man, it's go fuck his shit up, man. Come on, man. The fucker has to pay a toll.
That's good.
Like, he's got to pay a toll. You got that from a movie. Falling Down, Holmes. Like a fucking movie. Still got to pay a fucking toll.
You have a very diverse brain. It's good. Or voices.
Well, they keep me in line. They never tell me to do anything aside from don't be lazy.
So, and this one you have to be careful. Who's the one that's telling you to do all the bad shit you've done in your life? Probably a white guy, right? Because I don't think you could use another voice.
That was just core, not listening to anything.
Oh, so all the voices are like, Holmes, don't do that. You should not be doing this.
That's all id. That's pure id.
Yeah.
It's saying just the id and the ego, like they just fucking hand in hand. Let's go fucking eat everything.
All these voices, these people are probably hugging each other going, what the fuck's he going to do next? He's not listening to us.
No, just go smoke some more. Just go on. Just drink everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's toilet water. Why don't you drink that too?
That's so great. It's the best self-loathing voice on earth.
And people who are listening in, our party of one, will get that in their head, and it'll just be there. So now they're self-loathing. But, you know, self-loathing, you know,
Rule number one.
Everyone says you shouldn't have self-loathing. The self-loathing is unhealthy. You should clean it up, fix it, get rid of it, deal with it. I don't believe that. Because I don't think you can fix your psyche. I don't think you can, because 9 times out of 10, short of people who are fucked up, I mean, really damaged, their psyche's fucked up. Most people, you know, you just do. I don't want to put myself in a mold. Does that make sense? I don't think you should. I don't think you can fix yourself per se. I don't think you can.
You can cope.
Cope.
You learn methods of coping.
There's cope. Well, I think it's just acceptance and embrace.
Yeah.
Embrace what happened. Accept that it happened. It does, and
embrace who you are.
And you
now.
don't let that thing, whatever it is, define you. That's the most important thing. You got to be true to yourself, and in doing that, you can't let whatever's happened to you. You know, because everything that's happened to you. What I say is like, you're the amalgam of all your experiences.
Yep, that's everybody.
Yeah. So you hear that?
I think but here's the deal. I think the professionals, if they know what they're doing, I think they're very useful for helping you identify when you're going down the wrong path of I'm just going to let this take over my life and define me. I think it's good to identify. It's good to have the tools to know when to identify that or to identify whatever.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this that shrinks are shitty. Yeah, see a shrink.
Sure.
But bear in mind, a lot of people are professional shrink visitors. You know, it's like a lot of shrinks will have people where their entire practice is based on these people showing up twice a week for the last 20 years. It's like that just keeps you broken. I think, you know, it's like a Band-Aid. You don't always wear a fucking Band-Aid.
Well, you're never going to be fixed.
Yeah.
Come on, it can get a little better, but nobody's going to fix you completely,
it's the human condition.
Right?
We're born broken.
Yeah.
You know, we don't heal like that. You know, the damage that we come into this life, if that's what you want to call it, the abrasions, the anomalies.
Yeah.
That makes up our existence. That's just part of the existence.
Salt in the cookie.
Like I said, the river with the rocks in it, right? Your river's going to have rocks. You got to navigate the river, figure out how to get around the rocks. Shut up. Quit your bitching.
Every river has a rock. Every river has many rocks.
Coffee's a burning.
Fuck coffee.
Yeah. Kevin Smith, heart attack.
Damn. Yep.
He beat the Widowmaker.
He did.
Yeah, man, because he had that.
The Terminator.
I forget which one. But the one
Oh
valve.
no,
was
that's the cancer, brain
Yeah.
cancer. Sorry.
One of the valves.
Yeah, the
They
big
call it
one.
the Widowmaker.
Yep.
But that was completely blocked, and he lucked out. So figure it out, dude. You got this. This is your third chance.
There's some tests you can go and do and pay a little money to get them done that can show you the blockage you have ahead of time. I'm thinking about going to get me one of them. Runs in the family. So, and I haven't.
That's the worst idea. I'd like information on that. If you would too, please comment.
Yeah.
And like and subscribe.
I'm going to get it done.
How soon before they have like a little thing that you can just put on the iPad, and you put the iPad on a tripod, and then you just stand still and then
Yeah, I'm sure.
scans you and shit.
I'm sure it's going to be a nano thing.
And you put it on a train.
Nano computer.
And then it goes
injected.
and then the train just takes it all the way around your body on a track.
Like Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
The trolley.
But this is like this shows you.
Do 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 do
3D.
do 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 do.
I know the
You remember that?
dramatic
Oh
music.
yeah.
Ding ding. Woo,
Yeah.
woo.
Yeah. I love Mr. Rogers.
I did too. I liked me some.
Yeah.
You know what I really liked when I was a kid? Everyone was like all over Sesame Street. I liked Electric Company.
I never got to see Electric Company.
Morgan Freeman. That's where he started.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was on there. Rita Moreno. She was on there. You remember her?
No. Don't remember.
You would if you saw her, but you haven't seen her since you were a kid, so.
I like Shining Time, which had fucking Carlin in it.
Oh. I thought you were channeling a deer there for a minute.
Nope. Shining Time Station had Carlin in it and Ringo Starr.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Banana Splits?
No.
That was a show.
I do not remember. So the shows I watched when I was growing up, it was Sesame Street. Mr. Rogers was by far more in my core memory.
Romper Room?
Nope. I don't remember that.
Did you watch a lot of cartoons?
Yes, I watched a lot of like Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes?
No, the old cartoons too. Like Bugs Bunny and a lot of like the famous actors that were in them. I had no idea who they were.
Oh, yeah, like you had Al Jolson.
Beauregard, I think, was in a few of them.
I think they did Benny Goodman.
The one with the custard pies. He was hitting some guy, and they had some presidents and.
Yeah, they were. They had some Japanese people.
Yeah, they were. It was very racist.
Isn't it? It's racist by today's standards.
Yeah, but not back then. That's true.
But isn't it crazy when you look into the past with today's eyes, whenever today is, how you judge by today's standards versus, like back when Vlad the Impaler was, what's that? Call it 1,000. Well, everyone across the land was like, not so much bloodthirsty, but not afraid to spill it. It's like, what?
Became the norm.
You went and shot an animal in my game? That's my game, Forrest. Kill him by pulling him apart. It's
like, don't just shoot him. Fucking pull him apart.
No, get the 4 horses. Yes.
Drawn quarter.
Drawn quarter.
Way to go.
Hey, wait, before you start though, can you just give the joints a little slice? Just kind of get through the ligaments.
It helps.
It helps.
Yeah, it helps.
This is all for you.
These are good horses, okay?
These are really good
We
horses.
can't have them
I don't
working
want
too
them
hard.
straining too hard.
Yeah, exactly.
But everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
Not that it was right, but it was just the way things were. Which gets back to that good and evil talk, but I could talk about that all day.
Yes, and we don't have all day. We should probably wrap it up. We've been on for a while. I know you take a week off.
Wrap it up.
And you're just like, God, we've been talking for 20 minutes. No, we've been talking a hell of a lot longer than that. Hell of a lot longer.
My baby on Alderaan.
So actually, that's our sponsor. They sing the song "Baby on Alderaan" or "Lost My Baby on Alderaan." What's the name of the group?
Space Ponies.
Space Ponies, and they are on what label?
White Star.
White Star label. Space Ponies with the song "I Lost My Baby on Alderaan."
Mm-hmm. It's a good ballad about this guy his baby was on Alderaan when it got nuked.
And they reached out to us it's weird for a music company to reach out to us, but they saw our audience and it made sense for them to bring this band to us in this song.
Yeah, so we're going to be you might hear more of them in the near future.
Yeah, that might I would say so. And we're also brought to you by Petrus Games.
Petrus Games.
I don't know where it is, but
where did it go? It was here.
I think you might have brought it with you when you went to go get a beer or something.
I could have swore it was right there.
It was right there, but it's not anymore.
The cats took it.
I don't think the cats took it. So maybe next week we'll show them Everybody Has Cancer, the game. You brought it out with you and never brought it back. Just we're done. All right, everybody. He's he found it in the cat bed where he put it last. It must have been the cat.
It was the cat.
It was the cat.
It was in the cat bed. That makes perfect sense.
So let me get you centered on camera here. This is Everybody Has Cancer.
Everybody Has Cancer. This is by Petrus Games. It's one of their newest games.
With real chemo kit.
Now through a chemo kit.
Chemo kit.
Over here at this side.
This is actually version 2. Version 1 came out about a year ago.
It didn't have the real chemo kit.
Yeah. It did. But this was it was only 4-player. This one's 6 to 8.
The whole family can play.
There you go.
You see Dad looks kind of sick over here. He's not feeling good.
But
that's Mom.
The kids are fucking happy about it.
Yeah, they're like fucking insurance money, right?
Yeah.
But it's a good game. You should buy it and support Thump. Petrus Games. See,
all right.
I can do things more than just other things.
All right, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful night.
You guys
and tomorrow. And
fine.
We'll let John kick us out.
Yeah. How should I take us out tonight? What should I do?
You're already doing it.
I'm doing it.
I lost my baby.
I lost my baby on Alderaan. That's where I were. I lost my baby on Alderaan. So I got. I love you. This time I mean it.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.